Welcome back everyone to a huge update video. So these are all of my Pokemon cards from the ultra rares, trainers, playable cards, all the way back to the original base set, including Japanese. Absolutely every card that I have, except for commons and uncommons. We're going to update them all in this one big video, and that's pretty much because we're in between sets, so there's no reason to take our time and really drag the videos out. We have had quite a few updates since the last video series, and that's why I did want to update them, but not enough that I think that the binders warrant their own separate videos. So we're going to start off with the ultra rares. Figure start off with the most exciting things first that people will be most interested in. We have mostly full arts on this page, a few breaks, a few megas, and a few of the new breakthrough cards. I don't have too many of the new breakthroughs, just do have a few. That is the Gold Rayquaza. As far as trades go, only trading for cards on TheCatsMeowth.com. Also up for sales. Any questions, please ask. Prefer emails, but I will respond to all comments and PMs as well. So these are all standard format EXs. Promos, and then going with the Tornadus, we've got expanded EXs. Well, actually, expanded ultra rares. Emolga is not an EX, however, it is a full art. Aspecs, older EXs, level Xs, primes, one lone Arceus card left, and then we get into Japanese stuff. So Red Flash and Blue Shock, and then some of the older Japanese sets, all EXs though, and then Aspecs. We do have a few older cards, but, oh, and the Kyurem, I believe, is Korean, but everything else is Japanese. Oh, we do have another page right there. And then we just have some, not necessarily ultra rare cards, but some various promos that are just a little different, and I think needed to go in a special binder rather than just a normal binder sleeve. Most of these are various cards you get for going to tournaments, pre-releases, and have some sort of special stamp. Most of this page are, actually I think almost all of them, also have the staff stamp in the corner, including, I believe, this Chestnut. The other two are non-staff stamped. The Bronzong here does have some very minor damage. Professor Sycamore's are sealed, as is the Japanese Umbreon. This staff Poliwhirl does have some damage, so I could probably give a pretty good deal on that. And that is a Dratini from the Donald Duck magazine promo, as it is a non-holo, however it has the stamp as if it were a reverse. We have a few other cards here. This is a pretty damaged Ancient Mew, although you probably can't tell any damage just from the video and how it's shot. The plastic from the sleeves actually do hide most of the damage. And then we have some first edition and shadowless original base set cards in varying conditions. I don't believe, I think some of them are mint, but some of them do have some pretty significant damage, but they're just really cool, really old, and don't need to be sitting in just a normal box. Jirachi, I believe, was a box topper, and that is it for the ultra rare binder. So now on to the holo energies. And with the holo energies, we also have code cards. So I have one holo energy per sleeve, so you know exactly what I have and from what sets. They vary in value from 1 to 3, although I think the Lightning Professor is still going for a little bit more. But I've had it for so long that I'm ready to see it go to a new home. As you can tell, various promos, some coming from sets, some old, some new. And then we have the codes. So codes are kind of all over the place. I have, for regular booster packs, I have 42 Breakthrough and 14 Ancient Origins. The rest of these are various promos, so you can kind of tell what these are based on their pictures, and I've tried to write in what the rest of these are. Now you probably are having a hard time reading them, so I'm just going to kind of read them aloud, going from left to right, this page then this. So we have the Elite Trainer boxes, the Latios tin, you can see the pictures there. Various theme decks, more Elite Trainer boxes, Wizards of the Coast decks, the Hoenn, Gallade, And then same thing, we have Dianchi, Swampert, Blaziken, all sorts of various Pokemon boxes. Everything ranges in value. Some of them are only a quarter, some of them are a few dollars. So just let me know if there's anything you see that you may possibly be interested in. Again, trades and sales, either one works. And now we are moving on to the trainer binder. So while I was able to make a little bit of room in this binder from the last update, by the time I added the extra breakthrough cards, it kind of filled it right back up. However, we did make more of a dent than we did adding in, but I would like to make even more of a dent. So we're starting off with standard cards, and expanded will be shown in the back, and then further broken down by supporters. And for most of these, there are more than one card per sleeve. Reverses are always shown on the top. Some of the sleeves have 4 or 5 cards, so if you're looking for more than one, just ask if I have any, especially if you're looking for more than one reverse. Special Energy, more Special Energy, and Stadiums, Spirit Links, and these are so kind of sort of sorted by what they do, but in various updates they've kind of gotten mixed up. So we have some evolution cards on this side, some cards to disrupt your opponent on that side. Tools we have starting here, draw cards on that side. Tools continuing, more disruption, which I just didn't have room for in the front. Various balls, healing cards, recovery cards, and a few more disruption cards. More recovery cards, Sacred Ash, Super Scoop Up, Recyclers, and other various ways of manipulating the discard pile. And then just kind of the leftovers here at the back. And then we go with expanded. These are just the trainers. And clearing out most of the expanded things, which I'm happy to see. As you can see, we're now in the supporters, and starting with this Plasma Frigate, we are into the stadiums, Special Energy, and then we just have some fossils and cards that you cannot use in tournaments anymore, banned and absolutely useless. So now let's move on to the playable holos, rares, and reverses. So we're going to start off with the expanded format. And I have the same organization system for each set, so we start off with the holos, the rares, as in the non-holo rares, the rare reverses, and then common and uncommon reverses. Now for many of these cards, now we're into Flash Fire. I have more than one per sleeve. So if you are interested in a playset or more than one of a particular card, please ask. There's a pretty good chance, especially for the non-holo rares, that I'll have extras. Now we're into Furious Fists. And if you can't see anything or see a particular card, can't make out what it is, can't tell what it is, and obviously can't tell by just pausing the video. If I am going too fast, I do apologize. We are into Phantom Forces now. But if you do still have questions after trying to see what card it is, just feel free to ask. Post in the comments below what time you saw the card, what its position on the page is, and I will certainly look it up and let you know. Most cards are near mint condition. While I'm pulling cards though, if I notice any kind of damage whatsoever, I will let you know, and we can adjust the trade or sale accordingly. For sales, I usually give some sort of discount depending on the damage, and often if the damage is very bad, I will just give the card away. So continuing on with Primal Clash. And the binders that you see, any binders that have Pokemon, themes, Pokemon binders themselves are actually up for trade or sale as well. Ideally sale. Would be a little difficult to sell the binders just because the shipping is a little more difficult. Next up is Roaring Skies. And thanks to everyone so far that has been helping me with the Breakthrough set. Here we go with Ancient Origins. I just completed Ancient Origins shortly after Breakthrough came out, and we are very close to completing Breakthrough as well, at least with the regular set. We still have quite a few reverses though. And speaking of Breakthrough, here are my extras from Breakthrough. Now, I don't have too many yet, but I do have many non-holo rares. I've been having a hard time pulling the holos I need, but the rares are coming full storm. Not too many reverses, as you see, only 4 rares on that side, commons and uncommons on this side, and then we have some various promos here in the back. They're not really organized in any particular way. I've kind of tried to keep them by like black and white, X and Y in the front. And then with the other ones like McDonald's, Crystal Shard promos and that thing, Dragon Vault scattered afterwards. Various promos with alternate stamps, cities, I believe. I think all of these are city promos. And then from the mini reprint of Team Magma versus Team Aqua set, and a couple of other alternates, including a Porygon pre-release. So not really any perfect organization, but we do have some. So now we're going to check out the cards in Expanded. And Expanded starts with black and white. Same organization, going with the holos first, and then the rares. On to Emerging Powers. I would also like to thank everyone that participated in the recent pack battles. I have an absolute blast, looking very forward to the last pack battle. Oh, sorry, we are in Noble Victories now. The last pack battle that is coming up this weekend, Saturday the 19th, with James and Chloe Collects. And I hope everyone will stay tuned for the second season of Major League Pack Battles, which is coming up next year, early next year. We are in Next Destinies now. And that finishes off that binder, but we still have plenty of expanded stuff. Here we go with Dark Explorers. And I do have Sableye in here just because it is such a important uncommon card, even though it's not a rare. I don't have too many commons and uncommons left from Dark Explorers, selling most of them in a bulk lot a couple of years ago, but I did manage to save a few Sableye. Here we go with Dragons Exalted. Sorry, I just realized I could shift this a little more for you guys. And Boundaries Crossed. And again, I often have more than one card per sleeve, and especially if you see duplicates beside, that probably means that I have 6 or more of that particular card. So certainly if you are looking for multiples, please let me know and I will be happy to accommodate you if I can. As you can see, I have a lot of extra reverses from Boundaries Cross. And I know this is completely out of order. The Plasma set should be up next, but I kind of have those in their own binder. I like keeping them in their own binder, but Legendary Treasures kind of got thrown into here. So sorry for the confusion, but I figure it's not too big of a deal. Legendary Treasures is such a unique set, having not only come with its own, normal holos, rares, reverses, and ultra rares, but it came with the mini Radiant collection within the same booster packs. And as you can see, we still have quite a few of those cards. Might have a complete set, or at least close to a complete set. And now let's check out that binder that is only the 3 plasma sets. And all of these have been recently sorted, updated. I've also been trying to, any cards that I see that have damage to them, been trying to pull them out just to guarantee that more of what you see is near mint. So I always mix up which plasmas are which. So it goes Storm, Freeze, Blast. So here we go with Storm. More of the reverses. And on to Plasma Freeze. And as you can see, I mean, there are only 3 plasma sets, but I have an entire binder full, so would love to clear some of these out. And the last plasma set, Blast. There we go. As you can see, I have many, many duplicate non-holo rares. In fact, most of them I have, 5 or 6 of each. And that is all for the expanded binders. So now we can start looking at some of the other stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Japanese binder. There's been a few nice additions to this one since we just opened up the Red Flash and Blue Shock packs. And we have had several of the older cards have been traded and sold since the last update too. So we've been able to consolidate a lot of this older stuff. So we have Base, Jungle, Rocket, Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge, let's see, Neo Genesis. This is the only, I think, Discovery card, and technically this is uncommon. However, it's a Ruin, and there were 2 versions of it, so that's why I do have it set aside. Revelation, and I don't think I have any Destiny, or is that Destiny? And I don't, yeah, this is Destiny. I don't have any Revelation left. Unless it was on the back page. Was it on the back page? No, I do not have any Revelation left. We do still have some VS left, the only holo being the Metal Energy, though. And do have extras of 1 of each energy as well. And then we go into the older series, Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. All of these are holos to non-holo rares. They're semi-sorted by set. Most of them are first edition, but there are some unlimited versions in here. As with the English set, if you see more than, a couple side by side, that means I have several of them. Here we go into the Heart Gold Soul Silver series, the Dragon Vault, and now we're getting into the Black and White and X and Y On series, which are much easier to keep up with as there are no non-holo rares, just straight holos. And I haven't really discussed prices on any of this stuff since I believe I started the video. In general, I do sell holos for $1 each, non-holo, holos and rare reverses $1 each, rares and rare reverses 50 cents. Rares and common and uncommon reverses 50 cents each. Here we go with some Japanese promos. This is a complete set of the Neo, or not Neo, but well, they are Neo, but the Gen 2 starters, they just don't have the special promo binder that it originally came with. Some movie promos and some of the Radiant or Shiny collection as well. So now let's look at some of the English promos. So as far as pricing goes, Japanese cards are kind of about the same. Some of the older cards are a little more, just depending on which ones you're looking at. Now the promos can kind of get all over the place. We're actually going to start off with just some holos that are non-English but also not Japanese, so they're a little bit of everything, Spanish, French, Korean. What you see is pretty much what you get, and again, we've been trying to check for conditions, and I will let you know if there are any damages whatsoever. Now we're starting with some of the English stuff with Wizards of the Coast promos. And a lot of these promos are going for $1 each or so. Obviously, damaged ones a little less. Some of the ones in the back are going for a little bit more, but we'll get to those. These are pop promo cards, non-holos at the top, and I believe with this, actually, no, it's the low punny, we start getting to the holo pop cards. In fact, both of these pages are all holo. A little bit of variety of this and that. We have alternate holos on this page going over there, McDonald's and Burger King promos, a Best Professor Elm, and then we go into some trainer kits at the top, and then promo cards that were released as part of a series. So the EX series, I believe this is the Diamond and Pearl promo series. There's some Heart Gold Soul Silver series, and then with these were various promos that they either gave out as part of League, or I believe like the Seekers were player rewards promos that they sent if you participate in so many events. Some of these, actually I need to move that to the trainer binder because Judge is now legal again. That is a professor stamp Judge, so that would be a little more valuable than just the $1 promos. But a lot of these, in fact, some of them I've even gone down to, I believe, 25 cents on, just because, I think it was the Deli Birds and, like the Steelixes, I think they just kind of gave out as far as League supplies. Now, these are the ones that are a little bit more expensive. They're all various stamp promos, so you had to go to, various cities, states, regionals, all sorts of events, lots of pre-releases. I believe the pre-releases start there with the Electivire. Oh, no, sorry, there's a few more higher up. But a lot of these range from 2 to 5. I don't think there's any more than 5. But I pretty much price them each individually. So we'll take a look at exactly what they're going for. So now that we are done with the English promos, all that's left are the rest of the English cards, starting with the original base set. Alright, so the original base set. So we've been able to clear out a lot of pages in these older binders too, but we still have 4 binders of base through Call of Legends. So we'll go ahead and get started. Base, Jungle, Fossil, Base 2, and same organization, a little different in the older sets. We did not have the reverses. We just had holos and first edition versus unlimited. But same thing. I show the holos first, then the rares. First edition stamps I try and put by their kind of separate them from each other as well. Gym Challenge, Neo Genesis, more Neo Genesis, Neo Discovery, Revelation, and Destiny. Oh, sorry, that actually should be up there with that Kingdra. A few from Legendary Collection, from Expedition, and as you can see, I don't have many of these left, so non-holo rares and just a couple of reverses. Aquapolis on this side, Skyridge on this side. And now we start getting into where I have a few more cards from each set. Ruby and Sapphire, starting with those Swamperts. No holos, but lots of rares and rare reverses, and common and uncommon reverses. Sandstorm. That is Dragon. Team Magma versus Team Aqua. Oh, Hidden Legends, I believe. And as you can see, the reverses do change over the years. Fire Red, Leaf Green. Team Rocket returns. I always mix up Deoxys and yeah, this is Deoxys. Emerald. And on to the next binder. We have a nice large binder for this one. Unseen Forces. Delta Species. Legend Maker. Holon Phantoms. Crystal Guardians. Dragon Frontiers. Power Keepers. Oh, realize you may not have been able to see the card there in the corner. Diamond and Pearl. Now these are alternate holos. I just have so many of them I decided to put a page there. But the rest is from the set. This is the base set of Diamond and Pearl. And then we go to Mysterious Treasures. Lots of Mysterious Treasures. Secret Wonders. And I've been trying to pull out a lot of the alternate promos from these sets as well. There were several that were put in tins, and I know I had a lot of them mixed up with the set. And Great Encounters. And we are ready for a new binder. Still continuing in the Diamond and Pearl series, though, we are going on with Majestic Dawn, Legends Awakened, and this is another one where I can feel just the pages are very thick, have quite a few duplicates of these cards. Stormfront, especially when it comes to the non-holo rares. And we're into the Platinum series now. So this is the base Platinum. So in addition to the battery dying right when we're in the middle of the Platinum section, when I continued the video with a fresh battery, unfortunately it kind of corrupted the file when it tried to transfer. So we're shooting this again, continuing with the Rising Rival set, and hopefully we have better luck getting it to transfer to the computer. My camera, it's hanging in there. We are now in Supreme Victors. But it is getting a little finicky in its old age, and part of that is if I do a series of videos and have to have a battery change in the middle, sometimes some of the videos can get corrupted. So I try to make sure, oh, here we go with Arceus, that I time my videos so that I'm not in the middle of something like a pack battle or a pack opening, where if I lose that footage, I can't get it back. But at least with binder updates, they're pretty easy to go back and just redo. So we are on to the very last binder, and that is Heart Gold Soul Silver. And as you can see, or probably see, this binder is pretty stuffed. So there's quite a few duplicate cards. We are in Unleashed right now. This is kind of the time that I really started to get competitive and back into the game. Here is, Unleashed and Undaunted. I always get them mixed up. So I was traveling for a lot of pre-releases, going to a lot of events, sometimes winning some packs, and so that's why I have so many of these cards. Triumphant. This was also when the channel, I believe I was Soka Peter 3 and CSU at the time, was doing so well that I had all sorts of trades pouring in, and so that is also how I accumulated a lot of these extra cards. You can see, like, what is that, 6 or 7 pages of Triumphant, and the very last set, Call of Legends. So again, everything that you need to know can be found on TheCatsMeowth.com. If you have any questions about the video, trading, selling, anything like that, PM or email or comment. TheCatsMeowth@gmail.com is preferred. Hope everyone enjoyed the massive binder update. Maybe you get a few sales and trades in before the Christmas season is officially, well, the Christmas season is here, but before Christmas is actually here, maybe get through that last minute holiday post. So stay tuned for the pack battle coming up this Saturday, as well as the new season of Major League Pack Battles coming up next month.